I'm Serarto, I'm the CEO and founder of DJ.Studio, an app to make your mixtape, radio show or podcast fast. Let's make a mix. You can create different types of mixes, with local music or with streaming music. Streaming music from Beatport, BeatSource or from YouTube. Let's make a mix with local files. We connect to the databases of the major DJ mixing software. Here you see my files from Rekordbox or from Mixed in Key or Apple Music, whatever you have configured. On the left you see your playlists. In your playlist you can select the music, you can preview the music and you can add the music to your mix. And look for my favorite Boris Brejcha. I now have 20 songs in my mix. I now need to order them so that they sound really harmonically correct. Here you see the keys of the song and you see the compatibility. A 7A is of course compatible with a 7A, but a 4A is not compatible with a 7A. You see these markers over here, telling how compatible the songs are with each other. But don't be afraid, we help you order these songs in the perfect way. We have a function called Automix. With Automix, you can decide how you want to do your transitions, what transition type you want to have, the length of the transitions, and where you want to mix in and mix out. And then the next step is if you want to prioritize your mix on BPM or on key. Let's do it in the middle and see what the Automix algorithm does. This algorithm takes 30 seconds to come up with a perfect mix, but for demo purposes we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Boom! We made 402 million mix combinations and selected the best of the best for you, resulting in a playlist where you can see on these markers that it is perfectly harmonically mixed, perfectly on key and perfectly on BPM. So you don't need to worry if the tracks are matching, they're always matching. This is the studio view. In the studio view we have two decks, deck 1 and deck 2, and we have two sample decks for adding extra samples later on. Here you see the list of songs that are aligned. At the end of the songs you see a blue area and that's called the transition window. When you select it, we will zoom in and we go into transition mode. In transition mode you can drag the songs to the position where you want the transition to happen. Over here at the marker of the 8 here's the drop, and I'd like to swap the drop with the new song coming in. So I simply drag these songs over here and I'll press play and have a look and have a listen. We have a volume coming in and a volume going out. You can make live changes, you can live re-listen. The transition, I can make it a bit more spicy by leaving out a few beats. Yes, the transition is good now. If songs are too long, no problem, you can edit them. Over here you see the phrases we imported from Rekordbox. And you can simply select these phrases and delete them. Select and delete. So selecting a few blocks or simply drag with your mouse and delete a part. If you want, you can make edits by copying a part and looping. Let's say you want to loop this part 4 times and it's there. It's always sounding well because we're always on the beat. If you zoom in, you will see that we detected the beats in here. If in any case we're not exactly on the beat, you can grab the beat grid and drag it over to the position where you think it's right. And of course Ctrl Z to save you if you made a mistake. Once your mix is ready, you can export it. We have lots of export options. You can export it as a local file, as an MP3, as a WAV file or a video. You can split it in separate files if you want, and if you have an old school CD player, you can create a cue sheet. You can export it as a DJ set back to your favorite DJ tool, so we have your set prepared and you get your perfect playlist for your party tonight. Or we can export it to Ableton. Yes, if you have prepared your set in DJ.Studio, but you have your workflow organized in Ableton, we enable you to export it 100% correctly to Ableton. You see there is a big zip file created. After unzipping it, you see all the WAV files in there. And what's really cool, you see an Ableton project file. This Ableton project file, you can select it and we will load the mix as you have created it completely into Ableton. So now it's up to you. Create an account at DJ.Studio and start playing. It's really, really fun. Enjoy!